I can do, sir, please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where we find a frauditor who thinks he's some kind of meter maid. Oh, and then he's going to educate the police, but in fact, he gets dismissed and takes the walk of shame. That's right. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
Is it a crime to be filming in a public building, miss? Do you think it's a crime?
You may speak to my sergeant.
No. Sounds like you need an education.
Why is it that all frauditors think that everyone needs an education when in fact most of them don't have an education themselves? That's why they don't have a real job, because they're not educated. They have no people skills and no job skills. Case closed.
10 minutes later.
Are you Sergeant Hart? Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it a crime to film in a public building?
I'm not sure yet, so we'll find out.
You don't know?
I don't know yet what a crime is or what it's not. So.
You know, like a misdemeanor or a felony?
I just answered your question.
You don't know if it's a crime to film in a public building?
It's not a crime to film in a public building.
Okay, well, this officer here allegedly thinks it is. I have her on video saying that she thinks it is.
Is there any reason why you want to film?
Yeah, so I noticed that police vehicle outside is not responding to an emergency, and which means that it's illegally parked.
Oh, dearie me. Not another meter maid for a frauditor. These guys are something else. Reminds me of our good friend Brooklyn Audits, also known as the Teflon Don of New York. Yeah, you remember him. He's the guy who steals oranges and apples for a living.
There is no signage that says that parking for city marshals like it does on the other side of the sidewalk. So that's an illegally parked vehicle. And I'm here to tell you guys, unless you're responding to a code violation, like a code 4, or no, sorry, code 3, you can't park like that. You're not above the law just because you're driving a police cruiser. Right, so you know that when you drive, you have to obey all traffic laws until you have to roll code, and then you are allowed to use your code to break the traffic laws, essentially, correct? No, that's the law. Do I look like a police officer?
You could be an off-duty police officer.
Yeah. So what's your opinion? What is your opinion on that?
I don't have to give you an opinion on that.
Yeah. You think you're above the law? Why is that vehicle parked illegally out there?
It's apparent to me, and it should be to you as well, that this guy is a YouTube law expert. He's watched thousands of hours of YouTube videos. He forsakes his subscription to Netflix just to watch YouTube. Well, he's going to go back and forth with this officer for a while. Let's find out what happens when somebody else comes in and he talks to them. Roll that clip.
A few minutes later.
Excuse me, Sergeant. Can I have a word with you for a moment, please?
Sure.
I had some concerns about that vehicle parked outside.
Which one?
That Marshall's vehicle.
Okay.
So that particular parking spot is a no parking zone.
Okay.
And unless she's responding to a code 3, she's not allowed to break traffic laws.
Do you know what code 3 is?
It's when you're responding to an emergency.
And arrest defines emergency as what?
Something where was it a call, something like an emergency.
Okay.
Right?
What else does code 3 say?
What else? I don't know. You tell me, buddy.
No, I know you're bringing it up. Anyway, so yeah, let's go outside and talk about it.
I'm okay. I'm okay in the air
You,
conditioning.
because you're right. It does say no parking.
Yeah.
We do utilize it for our vehicles out front because
Right.
we need to get to equipment if an emergency takes place inside the building.
Yeah.
Now, the sergeant is explaining everything in great detail to the Frauditor, but you know that's not going to satisfy the Frauditor. He's got some smart-ass comments to make. Roll that clip.
And also, we have some other areas for our media relations.
So parking on that side of the sidewalk where it's legal to park is not going to make a difference for your emergency because that's like 5 more feet. Okay. But for instance, that vehicle is illegally parked. Okay. So am I allowed to park there?
What does the sign say?
It says no parking.
Okay.
But unless you're rolling code, you can't break traffic laws.
That's actually not.
No.
Code is lights and sirens.
Yes.
Code 3, 2 emergency. Or
right. You have to obey all traffic laws when you're traveling normally and you're not responding to a call.
That's not a traffic law. It's a parking law.
Yeah. Okay. And it's a non-moving violation.
Okay.
And she's parked there illegally. I'd like to file a complaint.
Feel free to. I'll give you the number to IA.
Very good.
All right. Fair enough. Anything else we can help you with today?
Yes. One more thing.
Before I call IA for one thing, let's get it all out of the way.
Okay, sure.
What else you got?
Well, she had mentioned that it's illegal to record in this building.
I forgot where I got this video from, and I don't know who this guy is, but this is the only picture I have of him from this video, reflection, talking to this officer, but he looks like a real yahoo. What's that say on his vest? It doesn't say press, does it?
Do you know it's a First Amendment protected activity?
Let me correct you. Not correct you, but I already spoke to my officer. I told her you have every right to go anywhere else in the public could go in this building. It's not a big deal and record. However, you can't go into any secured areas that aren't allowed by
Correct. And I have no desire to go into any secured areas.
All right, cool.
But you have a situation where you guys don't have the training to deal with even just the simplest people. I'm over here holding a camera and she calls for backup. So, no, hold on.
Oh, you're not done? Okay.
No, I'm not finished.
Oh, good.
No, okay.
Good.
So you have officers like her who are uneducated about the Constitution, who swore an oath to the Constitution to protect and uphold the Constitution, and here she is trying to violate my rights. You don't see an issue with that?
There's definitely something wrong with all frauditors. There's nobody trying to violate your rights, sonny boy. You know, you can record to your heart's content. Why? Well, apparently he can't get a real job, so he has to fraud it on YouTube.
Sir, that's why I'm here. I don't believe anyone's intentionally trying to deprive your rights. We have an officer that doesn't work this post right.
Is ignorance of the law an excuse? Is ignorance of the law an excuse?
I'm not using that. That's why
so that's not an excuse, sir. That's not an excuse.
Have we violated your rights?
She was about to.
But she didn't.
Yeah, she attempted to.
Oh my.
That's called prior restraint.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a crime.
Cool. Well, you can press charges for that too. You're
No,
more welcome to.
it would be a federal. It would be a federal.
Federal courthouse right down the street.
You got it, bud.
All right. Anything else? And it's hard.
Can you give me that? Okay, you're dismissed. You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
Oh yeah, yes you are.
I can stand here just like you.
Okay, you're dismissed. This is what you do on your spare time, huh?
No, this is what you're doing in your spare time.
No.
I'm actually paid to be here.
Okay, you're dismissed.
Now, the Frauditor thinks that he dismissed the cop and that the cop is taking the walk of shame, when in fact it's the other way around. You've been dismissed, Frauditor, and you're taking the walk of shame. Of course, he's going to twist the narrative for his audience. Let's listen to his final thoughts for his viewers.
So as you can see, this sergeant wants to twist the law to say he's allowed to break any law he wants on the street because his safety. That's a bunch of bullcrap. If he's worried about his safety, he probably doesn't need to be on the streets anyway.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you. All right. There you go, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
That's the general information line. That's my name and P number, her name and P number.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
All right, that's love to you.
Well, there you have it, good people. This yahoo thinks he's educating the police when in fact they're all going to have a good laugh over it in the break room later. And when they go home, they'll probably tell their significant other about it. Have another good laugh. Yeah, because frauditors are a real joke. Don't forget that. At any rate, good people, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, sonny boy. You might want to work on finding a real job because frauditing's not working out so well for you. No way. Cheers to that.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason. I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm going to arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah. We're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to record you in public, man.
Actually,
no, that's the law.
Oh, is that like a law?
It's against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.